Hello, beautiful friends. Heather here. This transmission is to talk about, and I'm going to offer a light language transmission, but first we're going to talk about getting better sleep. Definitely I'm going to be giving you light language, but when this was a ask, somebody asked me to do this video, and immediately my teams came in and they said, here you go. We told you were going to start educating. And I'm like, So clearing. So we're going to talk about it, because getting better sleep is all about us setting our intentions. And there's so much involved. It's not just setting intentions. Okay, it's everything. So I'll talk about what I do and what I know. Because that's all I know, is what I do and what I know. So for me, I know my food is involved, when I eat, if I have heavier meals later at night, that's going to affect my sleep. Bathing, I take salt baths and I use essential oils. That always helps my sleep. I do herbal teas. I go to my local health food store. I live in a teeny weeny town, but we've got an amazing little health food store, and I buy like loose tea. So, I mean, you can get any kind. Years prior, I would just buy like bags and stuff, but I try to go organic, use your discernment, try to do what's best for you. But loose teas, like they even have lavender tea. And you can mix that with other things, and Google, look this stuff up online, like what works best for you. I do a lot of chamomile. So the teas really help me. The essential oils, the bathing, making sure I'm not eating late at night, making sure like I've already gotten rid of all the animal products and the meats and the dairies and stuff out of my diet. But I did notice before that happened that would greatly affect my sleep. But one of the most important things too is, they're all important. I shouldn't say most important. A very important thing too is protection. And trust me, it wasn't too long ago that I was totally not protecting myself properly. And it became very, very apparent. Because especially now in this time, and this is timeless, but as we progress right now, and we are expanding and our light is getting bigger and we're raising our vibrations, and I'm not trying to freak you out, but we become more of a target, right? Because we're becoming more powerful with our light. We're stepping into our power and reclaiming our divinity. And when we get messed with and we're scared, fear, and things like that lowers our vibration. And, when entities can step in and F with us, then that lowers our vibration. And that stuff can get into our thoughts and get into our programming and affect us for more than just that sleep. So protection, muy importante. That means very important in Spanish. Oh, I ask my guides all the time. I'm like, I don't know who hired me, but here I am. Okay, so let's talk about protection. So, be compassionate with yourself, because like I said, it wasn't too long ago that I was having situations. And I camp all the time, and I camp alone. And I was feeling like people were getting me in my tent, and like, dude, not cool. We don't want any kind of anything anywhere, but yeah. Anyway, enough about me. So protection. Oh, back to me. What do I do for protection? So, all right. So I do my daily self-care in the morning and in the night. And I feel that is very important, to not just do it at night or not just do it in the morning, because then you've got like an average of 12 hours, we'll just say, but we know, we're usually not that much of clockwork. The clock. We won't get into that. But so, yeah, twice daily, morning and evening, then we're protected. So for me, I do my chakra alignment. And as I do my chakra alignment, when I get down to my Earth Star chakra, I seal my column. So I balance my chakras with intention and with light. And I've been using platinum light lately. The platinum light is like super epic. It's like full of joy and all kinds of goodness. So I've been using the platinum light. And there's a thing that I heard about. There's a channel that I frequent, Mario, what's his last name? It starts with a G, and I don't even know how to pronounce it. So I can like kind of see it in my mind's eye, but I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But he posts a bunch of channelings from all different kinds of light workers, and he posts them for free. And on his channel, he's got this one gal. She's got a website, Energetic Synthesis, Lisa Renee. Thank you, guides. Lisa Renee. And Lisa Renee was mentioning in her channelings, she was mentioning the 12D shield. So I started picking up on this, and I was like, 12D shield, what are we talking about here? And she uses the platinum light as well, confirmation. So I'm getting these things from like different places, and it just like all comes together. So now I'm using the 12D shield and the platinum light. So if you're interested in that, look that up. It's Lisa Renee, and her website, I believe, is Energetic Synthesis. And she does the 12D shield. And so that's pretty much kind of what I'm doing. I mean, give or take. I mean, I wouldn't want to like try to teach her stuff, because I'm not a teacher for her. I'm not. I admire her. She's amazing. She's an amazing channel. She delivers some totally intense information. Take it or leave it. Follow your guidance. Anyhow, so with that said, the protection. So she was saying with your column of light, when you go through and you get to the bottom of your Earth Star chakra, below your Earth Star chakra, seal your column of light. So I've gotten into sealing my column of light, like seal that baby off, right? And I picture it literally sealing. And then when I get to the top, then I connect to, first of all, then I connect to Mother Gaia, and I anchor my light into her. Also, another thing I do is I always seal my cord, my energetic cord, like my grounding cord if I'm up, which I don't do a whole lot of that astral traveling and all that stuff. If I do, it's unbeknownst to me. I'm still over here just working on me. So I don't really have the time or space to like send out and go there. That's just not where I'm at yet. And a lot of you may be doing that, and like kudos to you. That's super duper awesome. Like, we're all on our own path, right? And no one's path is greater or less than another. But for me, I'm just not quite there yet. It's just not in my thing. So anyway, but when I do go up and connect to Source, which is something I do, is connect to Source, I picture my grounding cord being fully protected by divine light and platinum light. And sometimes lately I've been doing like an invisibility cloak on my grounding cord, like Harry Potter style, right? Make that invisible. Nobody needs to see me flying up here and connecting to Source. So there's that. And I seal my column of light. Always check the notes on my videos, you guys. There's so many times I'm like, oh, I forgot to say that. So I'll write notes to clarify. So there'll probably be notes. So double check the notes in the description. I'm going to try to put little asterisks by that, so you don't have to read the whole description, but go to where the asterisks are. Holding space for me, right? Okay, so I protect myself that way by sealing my column of light. Now, again, with the sealing and also a bubble of divine light around my whole field, because we're not just the column of light, we're the whole field. We all have a field of light. We're like our own micro universes, micro, macro. I say that all the time. definitely micro, macro. And within that are all of our lifetimes and our soul fractals and this and that and all these little pieces of our light. And so I seal my field. That's the verbiage I use, is sealing my field. Now again, when I do these seals, I don't fully seal them off, because I was doing that for a while and it was brought to my attention to not do that, because then your guides, Mother Mary, Source, whoever, your teams of light, the high councils of light, the benevolent beings that are really trying to help us out, we seal them off if we completely seal. So I make a statement about energetically sealing from the lower vibrations, you know, so it's a high vibrational shield. So that way my teams of light and the benevolent light that serves me most for the greater good of all. Important phrases, right? I add those in, you know, to the, so that way I'm not deflecting the energies that need to come in and be with me, that are helping me, my higher self. I don't want to seal that off. No way. Higher self, Heather, is amazing. As well as your higher selves. Totally amazing. There's fractals of you all over the universe. Yep. You probably already know that, but just reminding you that there are fractals of you all around the universe serving the light. That's why you're waking up now, because you're helping humanity with your light, because this is not your first rodeo. Yeah, good stuff. Ooh, that is so intense. Yeah, that was divine. This is always divine, fully guided. That's why I'm like, oh yeah, I left all that out. Read the description. Fully guided. Oh dear Lord. Thank you for holding space. Okay, so what was this all about? So protection before we go to sleep, so that way we have a good sleep. Okay, so we've got some tools to be aware of what we're eating, what we're consuming. Also, the phone and the computer, those lights and those energies, we want to try to shut those down sooner than later at the end of the evening. That's going to help. Baths, oils, things like that, you know, all those things. Protection you can do. And just because it's a ceremony, ceremonies are great, you know, and don't get scared like ceremony. Oh, what are we doing? What kind of stuff's going on there? Littlest thing, you know, if you like the scent of Palo Santo, great. Burn a little bit. Starbella, please don't eat. If you like that scent, burn a little bit of Palo Santo, and then all of a sudden you've got this sacred wood in your hand and your mind's in the right place, and you're setting the intention to protect my space, protect my room, protect myself, you know, and do that. Like, definitely, especially, you know, I mean, if you're feeling like this is something you need to focus on, go big, and you'll find your niche. You're going to be guided. The fact that you're thinking about this and you're setting the intention to be able to offer yourself more protection, boom, you're going to be guided. So, all right, I feel like I talked enough. So yes, we're going to do a light language transmission right now that is going to assist in better sleep, which also, again, is going to bring up things that might need to be released that are inhibiting better sleep. So that might be a diet change. That might be adding in more exercise. When I get out and exercise more, I always sleep better, right? So I forgot to mention that earlier. Exercise is a big one. And then the exercise too, that's moving and getting our water body flowing, because, you know, we are the water. We are water. Like, our body is so water, and we have a water body, and that's huge. And then as we move our body, it allows us to cleanse out the things that are no longer serving us. It's all so big, right? Okay, team, here we go. Team, I'm calling you guys my team, my brothers and sisters. I love you guys. Okay, so open up your heart space. Call in the light. Breathe in the light. Ore kete sotoe kitara masatai kitero kototoe lehemo sotoe kitara masatai kitero kototoe lehemo sotoe kitara masatai kitero kotoe lehe kete ore te toe la hamasata ore kete sotoe kite la hamasatai kitero kotoe. Okay, yes, grounding. They want us to ground. Grounding us is going to help us sleep because then we're grounded into our bodies. Because we're all learning more about our light and our energy and spirituality and all this amazing stuff and the galactics and our teams. And as we're learning about that, they're saying that we're getting a little flighty. And it's so very fun and exciting, but they want us to stay grounded. That's why we're here. We are the ground crew. I'm looking over here because I'm channeling and it just helps me like channel. Yes, so to ground, to be sure and ground. Grounding, very, very important. So they're grounding us. Brehemo sotoe kitara masatai kitero kototoe lehemo sotoe kitara masatai kitero to lehemo sotoe kitara masatai kitera kite orototoe. More is coming in about how we're using our devices, and I am guilty of this at night. Because we're connecting with our teams and with our soul tribes, and that's very wonderful and all, but to remember that these devices have an energy and a frequency of their own. So to make sure that we take our time to meditate and connect with Source. We are Source, and we all have the connection within us. So it is wonderful to honor our tribes and these beautiful tools that are showing up, but to also to put our devices down and honor the light within us and our connection within us. And that was so for me too. All these messages are for me too. I get stuff from all of these messages. Trust me. All right, I love you. There's more light language. Breakete sotoe kitara masatai kitere kototoe lehema sotoe kitara masatai kitere kototoe lehema sotoe kitara masatai kite oite oi lehema sotoe kitara masata oi ne mo ne no na ama na ne no ele mo no a ne no na ama na ne no na ma na ne no ne te ta ole oe kete sotoe ele he ketoe ketara masatai kete ore kete ola hamasatai kete ore tete Ola hamasata ikite rototoe la hemasoto ikitara masata ikite kotoe elahe kite ora tata amasata ikite rototoe la hemasoto akata la hemasoto ikitara masata la hemasoto ikitara masata Mother Gaia is chiming in. She loves you. She loves us. Be compassionate with yourselves. She has loved us unconditionally for all these lifetimes. And for this lifetime, for all these lifetimes, she has loved us unconditionally. Please continue to love yourself and one another unconditionally. Ooh. This is about the disclosures coming up, the truths coming out. To please hold compassion and hold your light, because we have all now anchored our light to Mother Gaia. So if we start getting upset and angry about the things that are coming out, that is not going to be of service for the greater good. To please connect with Mother Gaia, however that is for you, and to please let go of any judgments and lower frequency emotions in regards to things that are coming out. To please hold space and compassion and unconditional love for all that will be disclosed. For you are love. These are your brothers and sisters. And yes, it is a lot. It is a lot. It'll be hard to swallow. But to please try to hold unconditional love. Wow. Okay, this is a message for us to sleep, and all this is coming out. I don't know how I'm going to label all this, but that was really, really important. Thank you, Mother Gaia. Thank you. Okay. Just stay with me for a minute. Olehe masate kete orototo elaha masata kete rokoto elehe mosoto kitara masata. Okay, at the end, I know I was just staring at you, but there was a transmission coming through my eyes, a lot of light energy. There was a whole thing going on there. So just open up your heart space and allow to receive. Thank you for holding space. This was a super powerful transmission. I love you all so very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for holding the frequency that you are. Thank you for holding and embodying the truth of who you are and what you are and everything that you're doing. And every time that you're working through something and transmuting energies and setting up these protective shields, it's such a huge ripple effect. It's so huge, you guys. It's so huge. We are so loved. We are so supported. I love you. This is so good, you guys. I love you so very much. Blessings to you and your family and your friends and to all. Have an amazing, blessed day. Sleep well. And I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.